Ladies and gentlemen, I have brought back the snow. Today we are going to talk about something that my drive home inspired me to talk about. I just drove home from Rhode Island back to Newton, Massachusetts. And when I was in Rhode Island, it wasn't snowing. It was drizzling, rainy, nothing really. But as I got further north, it started snowing more and more. Amber just fell down. So, right, as I was driving further north, it started snowing more. And as it started snowing more, I noticed something. When it snows, people don't know how to drive. It's like they forget any of the things they learned in driver's ed, or over the span of their driving history. It just goes out the window. For example, one of the classics I ran into when I was driving home was the overly cautious slow driver in the X lane, because it doesn't matter what lane you're in, you will find them. Fast lane, the middle lane, or the other lane. These are the people that are going on the highway about 50 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone, and will sit there behind their wheel and let us go. As if the snow could completely ruin everything if they started going a few miles faster. You know what I do? When it snows and I go faster, I turn my windshield on faster. And that makes everything better, because then I can see more. Because then the windshield wiper is keeping up with the snow. It's not even slippery. The roads weren't even slippery. They were pretty well trained. The second kind of driver that I met along my journey was the I can't see any lanes when I'm driving driver in the snow. So this guy would decide to drive in between the lanes, in between, on the highway. And when we got off the highway, we were on the main road, he decided to keep doing that. And then luckily we went to a merge, so you know, it kind of worked out. But then we got to a part where you either went straight or you took a right. He was in the middle of both of those lanes, and I was trying to go straight. He had no indication of where he was going. He kind of just drove into the middle of the lanes, completely ignoring everything else. And it's not like there's snow piled up on each side, so there's no room for him to go over to the side. It was perfectly fine. And then I found out he was going straight when it looked like he was definitely going right with no blinker. So I was like, oh, okay, thanks. Thanks a lot. It's great. I love it. Then you get the overreacting drivers. The drivers who, once it snows, they overreact to everything that happens and will get very, very, very mad at you in a situation. For example, when I was merging onto the highway, I was in this lane. I had to speed up to let her in. She took that as me not letting her in. I could see her behind her wheel making motions similar to this. Just like that. So you've got the cowering behind the wheel, not going anywhere. You've got the I'm just gonna choose whatever lane I want. And then you've got the making a big deal out of everything. If you guys know any other types of winter drivers, let me know, because I'd like to create an encyclopedia. And we'll see you tomorrow. Go Pats.